Hey comic fans, Dave here at Ground Zero. It's Wednesday morning, and you all know what that means. Also, if you'll remember in our last little episode of this, I promised you February next time we meet. And surprise, it's February, so Ground Zero keeps its promises. We deliver 1 month at a time. Also, one of our promises is each week to talk about what's new on your favorite local comic book store shelf. Today is no different, so let's get right in. First off, from Marvel, Immortal Hulk, Al Ewing's run continues. It has been absolutely smashing. There is just no other word for it. If you're a Hulk fan at all, you're already reading this, and if you're not, now is still a good time to start. It's not gonna last forever. Come on, jump on this one. It's actually really, really good. Also, for mutant fans, there's a couple of books this week. They usually do at least 2, if not 3, sometimes 4. We get Hellions and X Factor, so for mutant fans, Marvel's keeping you satisfied. Also, a few weeks back, there was an issue of Amazing Spider-Man that was an instant nationwide sellout, mostly because of the cover. So now they have done a second printing and changed up the color scheme. Now you get snazzy red ink on black. So if you missed it last time, this is your chance to buy it. Or if you bought one last time and you want one to match it, to frame and hang up on your wall, well, here's another one. And that way you can wait for the 3rd, 4th, and 5th printings when they do it in mauve and cocoa and all sorts of colors. So you can have a virtual rainbow of cool Spider-Man covers. Either way, it's great. So, people are buying it for that. Also from Marvel, Avengers Mech Strike. Because yes, somebody at Marvel thought it would be a good idea to turn the Avengers into the Beetleborgs. Hey, come on, I'm sure some of you out there saying, but this would be great for my 8-year-old son, I'm sure they'll love it. Well, that's all fine and well, but look, it's rated T for teens. I don't know what they're thinking, honestly. Now, to each his own. If you look at that and you don't giggle, maybe this is the book for you too. Come on, people, you vote with your dollars. We don't judge here. You know where I stand. Either way, Avengers Mech Strike, it's worth talking about. But you're probably thinking, we don't care about any of those, Dave. We just want to know about King in Black. Well, lots of King in Black book this week. This was the big week for the King in Black storyline. Except no King in Black. But we get King in Black, Black Knight. He gets his turn in the King in Black series. Also, Venom versus Carnage. The first one of those sold out, but I do have second printings on the way for that one. We get Marauders. I don't know how Marauders figure into this particular storyline, but you can read the book and find out. Also, Return of the Valkyries, another one that sold out with its first issue, but more second printings on the way for that one. But the book that everybody is actually most excited about and waiting for, Donny Cates' Venom. Now, we're getting close to the end of Donny Cates' run, so it's time to really reflect on this one, relish it while it's coming out. It's issue number 33, but you'll also notice it's got special LGY numbering. Now, for those of you in Texas think LGY is an alternative lifestyle, no, that stands for legacy numbering. It's Marvel math. That way, it's not just issue 33, it's also issue number 198. So the answer to the question, how do you get from issue 33 to issue 200 in just a month or two? Marvel math. So, and let's face it, Marvel can't math, or at least not like most of us. But you know who can math like the rest of us? Mayim Bialik. Yes, she has a PhD. She can most definitely math. She can also write and do all sorts of things. And she's released a book called Flashbacks. It's designed for younger readers, but it incorporates science and all sorts of cool things in it. It's one of those books you'll enjoy and you'll learn stuff. So if you got young ones around the house, you absolutely want to pick this one up. Or if you just need some learning yourself, this would be a good way to do it. So highly recommended. We'd like to see a lot more of these. I'm going to keep this in stock just as long as I possibly can. Also for the younger readers, IDW has their own Marvel series called Marvel Action Origins. In this case, we get the origin of 2 characters. You get Spider-Man and Thanos. But now, since this is designed for younger readers, it's a warm and fuzzy Thanos. So if you like your Thanoses warm and fuzzy, there you are. Future State. I spent a lot of time the last few weeks talking about Future State, but I'm not going to do that this week. I'm just going to hit the highlights because by now, everybody's buying these that wants them. And, none of these are brand new. We're getting mostly second issues, except for Next Batman. So lots of different ones. Next Batman came out, and then second issue of The Flash, Future State, Harley Quinn, Superman of Metropolis. That was actually kind of a neat one. Swamp Thing. This was actually my favorite so far of the ones they've done. This creative team, Ram V, is going to go forward and do another Swamp Thing series when this is all done. So actually, this one was pretty neat. I like this one. Also really good was Wonder Woman. So good job here on all of those. From Independence, Mirka Andolfo has a new book called Deep Beyond. It's an environmental, apocalyptic sci-fi tale. Absolutely guaranteed to be a movie at some point. You can just wait for the movie, but where's the fun in that? Come on. Comics now are where it's at. Comics lead, not follow. Movies follow us, so not the other way around. Either way, it's out, and, let's face it, it's a movie pitch. Has to be. Also from Mike Diodato Jr. Now, he's a guy that's been around for a really long time, but he's still turning out good work. We get Redemption, which is a cyborg apocalyptic Western. And who doesn't like cyborg Westerns? Question is, everybody likes cyborg Westerns. Of course, they're cyborg Westerns. Couple of trades, nothing necessarily major, but we did get in the Transformers Terminator. This was a book that I underestimated how many copies I would sell of this. I think everybody did. People were like, wow, Transformers and Terminator? Sign me up. So now we've got the trade. Two other hardcovers. First off, second hardcover of Donny Cates' run on Venom. I don't need to sell this book. Donny Cates' run has been absolutely spectacular. Everybody loves it. But now a book that I love, that maybe I do have to sell a bit, and that is Manhunter. This was from Archie Goodwin and Walt Simonson back in the 70s. It's really, really classic work. It's been around for a long time, but it's a new generation. So if you haven't read this, this is absolutely worth picking up. Really, really fun stuff. Y'all know how I feel about classic comics, and you just don't get much more classic than this. So again, give this one a try. Classic comics absolutely rule. Well, folks, this was another big week. I barely had room on my shelves for stuff, so it's all out here. So come on in, take a look, say hello, critique this video if you would like. Either way, as always, it's not about having what you want. It's about wanting what you have. Guys, stay safe, everybody.